So I goes out for a smoke, and I'm on Francis Street, and I sees another guy sitting out on the ledge for a smoke, and he's in the no smoking area. So I sits down next to him, and I says, "Hey man, what the hell you think you're doing? It says no smoking. What the hell you think you're doing?" As I'm taking out my lighter and my smoke. And he's smiling. And I said, "Yeah, I know. No smoking. Oh, I don't know. The dog ate my homework. Whatever." And so I light up, and we're chatting. And his friend is like, "Come on, you shouldn't be smoking here," and all this stuff. And we're just chatting and relaxing, and we're smoking and shooting the shit. And everything's cool, and we're enjoying ourselves. And everything's fine. And suddenly this woman comes along, random woman comes along and says, it says no smoking here, and I would really appreciate it if it. And I was like, she's like doing the patronizing Boston thing, African American woman, sort of, I would guess, like 50 something, perhaps staff member at the hospital. Like, you're gonna do what I say, but I'm gonna phrase it nicely, and you're gonna do what I say. I would really appreciate it. Do this as a favor to me, but you're gonna do what I say, or I'm gonna give you an ass whipping. And I was like, yeah, I'll see you next Tuesday, and I'll smoke every Tuesday, right in this same place. So I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't see the sign. I haven't got my glasses. I didn't realize at the time that they were right here, which is, it's ridiculous. These are my reading glasses, so she probably thought I was telling her to fuck off. I was, but she was, who cares? But then she was like, I would really appreciate it. And she strode off down the street. I would really appreciate it. It's like, what is she, like, Neighborhood Watch? I would really appreciate it. She's Neighborhood Watch for the entire hospital district, because she wasn't staying there. It wasn't disturbing her. She just had to be non-smoking police. So she took off. And, like, this guy's friend was really scared. This white guy. He's like, you can smoke over here, you can smoke over here, but you can't smoke here and you can't smoke there. And the fucking police anti-smoke Nazis are so ingrained everywhere now, but especially in Boston. It's ridiculous. So anyway, so the friend is like, now he's like 2 blocks away from his own best friend. This guy that I was talking to, he's afraid to be anywhere near his own best friend because he's afraid he will get in trouble by association. So I was like, what the hell? So we just stand near the curb, and I'm talking to this nice young man. And I'm like, and I talk about, like, I say, look, this is really important. I say, look, this is really important that you hear this about smokers' rights. And I talk to him about smokers' rights. And he says to me, it's ridiculous, but my family and my ancestors have been smoking for generations and generations. And then I'm like, wait a second. This kid is not black. This kid is brown. So I say, tell me about your ancestors. And the penny drops for me. The penny drops. I said, you're Native American. And he says, Choctaw. My ancestors are Choctaw. And he mentioned 2 other tribes, which I don't remember. But I remember that he said, because I studied so many native tribes, and there are so many hundreds of them, that I'm like, who's Choctaw and who's all the other tribes? It's like, there's so many hundreds of them, but I'm like, who's Cherokee, who's Choctaw, who's... There's so many hundreds of them. I can't keep them straight anymore, or I never did. I never could keep them straight. But in any case, I was fascinated. just hearing him talk. And I said,
My ancestors are Jewish and they have been rolling cigars since the 15th or 16th century. They've been rolling cigars since Sir Walter Raleigh brought tobacco to, from the New World to Europe. I said, if white people